Here we are.
Okay. Hey, how are you guys? We're live.
I gotta make a title. Ugh.
Is it echoing?
No.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, for Pete's sake.
A title. What kind of title are you making over there?
Well, like it's the title and description. I didn't know I had to do that.
Oh, you have to do one?
Yeah.
Well, we're live.
My keyboard, my wireless keyboard.
All right. Hey, how is everybody doing tonight? We are going to do some, we're going to get matching shirts to say Hot Mess Express.
Yes. Yeah, you know.
So, hey, if you're watching live, say hi. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay so we can catch up with you later. But it's us, Amy and Jen, and we are officially the creative collab.
But
yeah. So we're gonna do some crafting and share some fun stuff with you guys.
We are indeed.
Actually, I think it was a request specifically. I think it was Chris asked me about this. And so Chris Keltner. And so that's kind of, oh, yay, you sprinkled. Woohoo. We already got a sprinkle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Hey, Juanita. Hey, Kim. Hey, Amy. Hey, Kim.
So, yeah, we're going to do some crafting. It really was kind of a mystery until the last moment because it was my turn to prepare and I was off all week. And I sent it to her, about 4 o'clock.
You know, I figured out what project I was going to do at like 6. But the good news is that I was like, can I do like 5 projects? Like I have so many, like so much craft supplies. It's just, you know, hanging out, waiting for an opportunity, like pick me. And so, yeah, I had so many different ideas. I was like, which one do I choose? Anyway.
Yeah. So we're going to pick something good. So we're going to show you something good. So let's say hi to everybody. Amy's here. Hey, Pam. Hi, Chris. Hey, Juanita. Kim. Hey, Kim. Carol out at the lake. Hey, Lois. Oh, Kim, thank you for the sprinkle. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Kim. So Amanda's watching from your page. So just know, like, if you're watching on my page, you won't be able to see all of Jen's people's comments. And if you're watching on Jen's page, you won't be able to see my people's comments. But I'll post them up on the screen, like if we're talking about a comment, and we'll make sure that everybody knows what's going on. So, Juanita says she loves it when we craft together. It's so much fun. Oh, good. We like it too.
We get to just say, see ya. We're going in our craft room. We got to go to work.
Oh, so hey, we have Tracy's new. Yes, I forgot to say, if you're new, make sure you say hi so everybody can say hello to you. You guys say hi to Tracy. Yeah, take a picture because my camera is like.
Yeah, I was gonna post it on my stories, you know.
Oh yeah, what are we making today? Okay, let's talk about that. So in the pin, there's a comment at the top. We have some printables for you guys today. So I'll show you what we have. We have 4-inch printables. Be blessed, 2 different ways. Strong, happy, humble kind, like this one. And then this one is Farm Fresh Local Honey. And these are 4x4s. Okay. So when you text that number, you'll get links to these to download. And then also you get 5x5s. So same thing, just 5x5s. So you can use these to make mini signs, which is what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to make a mini sign. I'm not sure what Jen's going to do. I might make a couple mini signs. We'll see how it goes. So if you text 614-762-4621, 9621 614-762-9621 and the word B, just B. Exactly. Don't put the quotes. Don't put like B space E. Don't send me a B emoji. Just
Don't
send
say,
the word.
I need a B.
Don't put be grateful. Just put the word be, because that you have, it's like it tells the little system we use, hey, send them the link to the printables, but it has to match. So for hanging out with us tonight, you get these printables and you're gonna be able to make some fun stuff with them. All right. So you want to get started?
Sure. I'm going to make, so I'm going to make a little bit bigger of a sign.
Okay.
And these will be available. The cutouts will be available if anybody wants to purchase that after the live, because I didn't get time to list it yet. But, and side note, I'm going to do a mason jar, okay? But side note, I had to dig an old mason jar out of the old sample closet, because my husband was out getting pizza and I couldn't say, hey, can you cut me a mason jar, because I chose the project late. So we're just going to paint the back and we're going to pretend like it's a brand new cutout here.
Ooh, that is
so I'm going to use this printable here.
Okay.
And I had some really cute bee scrapbook paper.
Ooh.
And isn't it my turn? I get to pick the, we'll say the creative jar. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's your turn to do that.
We'll pick a few winners. So I have for one, I could maybe do some a couple of mini jars.
Oh yeah, some mini jars.
Okay.
And
That's what I was going to make, but then I decided last minute to do that. And then one person I'll pick to send out this little scrapbook paper set with one of the bee papers. This is always it's opposite when you move, doesn't it?
I know, it trips me up. I'm always
I know. I'm like, here. Say, oh no, where? How do I? So I got this bee scrapbook paper in a big giant thing a few years ago. So because I'm crafting with it, I thought I would pick one person to just kind of get this little pack of the scrapbook paper.
All right.
So,
fun.
Scrapbook paper.
And look, Anita just bought a mason jar this week.
How good. Yeah, Hobby Lobby I think has them. And I was going to do the mini, but then I thought it might just be cute to do these, because I think that Hobby Lobby might still have some of these little mason jar cutouts around this size. So, yeah. Anyway, I had all kinds of stuff to do. I had all kinds of projects. I was like, we could do 7 Facebook Lives with these printables, and I would have so many projects.
They are cute. I will say they're cute.
Yeah.
They came from my brain today. That is okay, so I'll tell you the story behind it. Chris Keltner asked me for some roundwood cutouts to do mini signs to hang on this signpost that I used today. And so I thought, oh, well, we'll just show you guys how to do it without having to have an actual, I was going to show you, have to have an actual mini sign with the little wood cutout letters. We're just going to use some printables and a blank wood cutout, and we're going to make some, and I also have this for the 4x4. So we'll see what we do over here. We'll see.
Hey, Karen. Hey, Diane. Hey,
Diane's here. Karen's here. Well, you guys have been loving the bees this year too, so I thought we're just gonna roll with it. You guys are really loving the bees.
Yeah, and you know what? I made this one on a Facebook Live. I don't know. It's probably been a couple of months ago.
Oh,
that's paper and a little clearance, little house thingy I found at Walmart. So I thought that was cute. I thought I might use that as a little prize to send somebody.
Oh yeah, it's kind of. I mean,
because this is perfect for a tier tray. Perfect.
But I could take but even this. You could take this and you could put the paper down to here, not put the home sweet home on it, and have this on the top, and it would still work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa. So Juanita has a question. Yes, the printables come to you in a text. So and I tested it. I get some gold stars, girl. if you text the word,
that's why she was late. She was texting.
Yeah.
She was testing.
I tested when I set it up. So you text the word B, and then you're going to get if you text the exact same word to me, right? BEE only, then you'll get a reply text, and it will have the links to the 4x4s and the 5x5. So you click the link and it will open. So yeah, if you have trouble with it, DM me on my page and we'll catch up after that.
Leslie and Diane said they just got theirs. So
yes.
And Juanita said she did get them.
Good.
Link, so.
Good.
And so did she.
Okay.
So I don't know about your banner because I've got a craft here and your banner's in the way.
Oh, you want me to get rid of my banner?
Well, I know.
No.
Is there some way that we can like shorten it? I don't know.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, well, then our names are going to come anyway, and that's going to cover it up anyhow. Okay, I am going to tilt my camera down. So just put the B link back up there, and then I'll be headless for tonight. So,
I think I was headless last time. You know what? You might need to, like, the person who doesn't have the overhead cam may need to use their phone and do that like super high crafting angle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I tried to stack a thing here, but it just wasn't.
Your gooseneck won't do it.
I'll have to play. We'll have to do some like testing.
Yeah, we can test. Okay.
I'm wondering if there's something else I could stack my computer on. But anyway, we're just going to go with this.
We're going to roll with it. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all can just look at my boobs the whole time. My t-shirt. That's what I feel like. I'm like, never mind me.
Okay. Oh God. So I cut some this is a 5-inch round. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to do some Mod Podging.
And I'm starting with my scrapbook paper here. So I just lay my board on top of the scrapbook paper.
Okay.
And then I just take an X-Acto knife and I just go around like that. So it cuts it out to the shape.
That makes it really small. I'm going to try the ear to see. So I'm going to hold this here for a little bit because but this is going to show you this is the text they're talking about. Someone's asking about it. You just text B to that number and you'll get the printables. All right, I'm going to do some Mod Podging. The first one I'm going to make is this Be Blessed sign, and I'm just going to put this on here. I've had my craft iron on all day long since this morning, coffee and crafting.
I don't even have one of those. I'm going to show you, this is going to be good too, because I'm going to show you how I Mod Podge things on stuff, and it's different than how Amy does it. So that's interesting. That'll be good. Oh, wait, we don't need that. Okay, so I am going to take some just matte Mod Podge. I like the matte, or the satin is good. And if you don't have satin, you can always mix like half matte, half gloss. So I just take a little bit here. This is the method that I use that I have found works for me. And I like it so much that I don't even want to try any other way. So I get these little roller sponges from Hobby Lobby. They come in a pack of 3. These 3 different sizes here. And this is really good to base coat your signs with. This is worthless, this little one. But this one I use for Mod Podging. And I like it because it can roll the Mod Podge on really fast. So you're not having to like worry about it drying before you put your paper down. So it seems to work well for me. I use this all the time. with a ton of things, ton of attachments, and it also kind of gets it on there nice and smooth. So that,
well, you do a lot bigger stuff than I do. So like, you know what I mean? And that's like a good point is when you're doing, I mean, I do some bigger door hangers, but you consistently do bigger stuff. And so when you're doing bigger stuff, you have to have a different method.
Well, I don't typically Mod Podge on bigger things. Like I do Mod Podge on a lot of my mini attachments.
Okay.
But those are still bigger than a lot of the tier tray.
Yeah, the signs that I do, yeah.
So now I just lay this on here.
Hi, Tammy. Tammy's here.
And I get a little squeegee from my vinyl stuff, and I also always use really thick paper. This is obviously scrapbook paper, but my printables are on a really, it's HP Premium 32 paper, which is a thicker paper. And so you can kind of do this and you're not going to have to worry about it tearing. And then I take a rag here and just kind of smooth down the edges. And then I wait for it to dry, sand it, put my top coat on.
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Whew. Okay, I'm just gonna do my normal like iron on.
I was thinking about this before whenever I was getting ready, because I've got a lot of different products that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to put together like an Amazon, like just a list of like, you know, just all the different supplies that I use. If anybody has any questions about it, you can kind of go and look and see what it looks like and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll post that on my page probably tomorrow.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I've got all of my stuff. Anything I'm using tonight is in my link pop. I should put that in there. I'll pop it in the...
I thought about it too late, and I was like, that would be really helpful.
Let me add it just in case you want to see my craft iron. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Joe said to say hi to all of his fans. He knows that you guys are all really hoping.
My husband did that the other night. He was like, tell everyone I said hi.
Make sure you tell all my fans I said hello. And I was like, oh my God. My husband is such a dork. But he believes it. Oh, Pam said hi. Pam told him hi. See, I know. Watch.
I'm just looking for an oval shape, something.
Okay, I'm just checking my edges. That's where I, when you're ironing on, you just need to make sure you get your edges. I know. Juanita said everybody wants Joe's autograph because he's gone viral. He was down here this morning. He was like, I was at Walmart and I couldn't, everyone stopped me for my autograph.
Oh my God.
It's like I was in the drive-thru, they were honking at me because I've gone viral. And I'm like, he's a mess. He likes to be the center of attention. He says he doesn't, but this guy over here keeps like getting on my head and my head looks shiny.
Okay, sometimes when I can't find or sometimes when I need a certain shape, like to trace on a sign or whatever, I just I look around my house and I find something that will work. Like I've used plates before to get like circles on my signs back before I had my sign cutters. So I wanted to cut an oval here and I couldn't find anything, but so I did find this and I think I'm going to do this and then flip it.
Oh, okay.
You know, we'll see. I don't know if it's going to be the right shape, but I need to make it work because it needs to go with my idea.
So I had something to say. And it's gone out of my head.
It just goes. You don't say it.
Oh, so Leslie, no, Leslie. So there's a lot of ways to Mod Podge. You can do it wet, like Jen just did. You can put it on when it's wet. You can do it dry. The difference, so like when we made the jar, does anybody remember when we made the jar with Denise from Crafty DIYer? That went on wet. The napkin went on wet. And then Jen did it the wet method, but she used a totally different method because she's not using a napkin. If you did that with a napkin, it would rip the heck out of that thing. And so there's just different methods. Okay, the iron-on method is super simple. It goes on flat. It typically stays flat. And it's just a really easy method when you're working with wood, which is why I like it. Jen's method is also awesome. But you can also like use the shrink wrap method. We may need to have like an explore the Mod Podge night. Maybe that's what we'll do.
My method works really good because I use really thick paper. So, and I will link it in with my Amazon list, but I use HP Premium 32 paper. It's the same paper that I use for lettering and for my lettering workbooks. It's just real heavy. It's kind of like scrapbook paper heavy. And so I can be a little rougher with it and I can scrape it and do all kinds of things like that because of that.
Okay, this has got my...
I'm trying to find the shape. Right.
So hey, Michelle. Jen's Facebook page. Oh, I didn't even tag you. Oh, I suck.
Oh, you're awful. I'm trying to sabotage me.
I know. Well, we were going live on your page, so I didn't.
This is going to be over by the time I find the circle.
Okay. Jen's Facebook page. I just linked her.
You're.
So Amy Humphrey says the iron-on method is pretty flawless from what she's seen. You know what? I think it works really well. I like it. I like it for what I do. If I was doing something curved or, I mean, this paper is pretty heavy too that I use to print on. I use the Pen and Gear from Walmart, and it works great. The colors, look how vibrant the colors are. I think it's also a premium paper, so it's thicker, but it's not HP. Hey Tammy, we're glad you're here, and Michelle's here. Juanita, this is Juanita said she likes my shirt. This is my shirt from Cotton Chaos, my Plus membership. So. And this was a shirt. It's super.
It is cute. I like that dark. Is that what just came in your box?
Yeah, and the design really pops on this gray.
I love that gray color. That's like one of my favorite t-shirt colors.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I used my heat gun. I was down like over here because Jen was talking, but I don't know if you heard it. It sounded like a hairdryer. I used my heat gun to dry it real quickly. Okay. And I'm going to add some, what is this stuff called? This stuff. The decor wax on the edge of this to give it a little personality. Yeah. So my Pen and Gear is heavy, Juanita. It's like I don't know. The package ripped, and so I threw it out. If I looked, I could tell you. I do have a heat gun link to Lois. Yeah. Not the exact one, but a really good one. The one I have, I just have more of a crafting heat gun that's not gonna like melt your stuff. Mine is commercial, like we have a construction company.
Yeah, this is kind of a crafting sort of one. This is.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, what are we working on? Okay, yeah, if you're just joining us, this is the Creative Collab, and Jen and I do this once a month, and we just take turns coming up with something to craft with, and we do it 2 different ways. So I'm making some mini signs with these bee. The bee stuff has been super popular this year. And Jen is making a bee door hanger. And if you text the word bee to that number, you're going to get the printables in 4x4 and 5x5. So these are the 4 printables. And you'll get it in a 4x4 and 5x5. So you can make something with it.
So y'all are just going to have to ignore my like wonky looking oval that is around this because I had to just draw it. And if anybody's ever tried to draw an oval, it's very difficult to make it symmetrical. And I don't want to bend the paper, so it's, you know, it's going to be homemade. I'm trying to make it look like a label on a jar, like,
oh yeah,
like it's a jar of honey and it's got a label.
Yeah, I like that idea.
But you know, so
Amy Humphreys is saying she has a heat gun, but she's never used it. So I mostly use mine to make it dry, my stuff dry faster. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my primary. If I paint something, hit it with a heat gun, then you don't have to wait. Right.
And honestly, like I used a blow dryer for years. Like I did paint parties and I would take a blow dryer to the paint parties and they work fine. The only thing is you have to watch out because if you are like blowing them on the table and you have like a plate of paint or something, you know, it might have things over. And it works really good though for drying. The only thing is I got that because we do these Facebook Lives. And they're so quiet when you do a Facebook Live that most people can't even hear them. And so it's really convenient for that purpose. But if you don't have one and you ever need to like dry something fast, just go grab your blow dryer out of your bathroom.
And mine, the one that I use, the one I use gets so hot that it'll bubble your paint if you're not careful.
Yes. It does crackle. Like if you are using, especially like chalk paint, if you kind of hold it in one spot for too long and it gets too hot, it will kind of like crackle the paint a little bit. So just, you know, just move it around like this as you're heating up in the area.
Diane says she's got the one you have and she loves it.
Yeah, I like mine. I've been very happy with it. But I don't think that it works any different, honestly, than a blow dryer. But it's nice because it doesn't blow everything.
Well, yeah, that's what I like about mine. Is it's hot, but it doesn't have so much like whoosh to it.
Yeah. Because at paint parties, people used to get those hair dryers out, and they would like do this, and everybody's plate of paint would fly over. It was a disaster. Okay, so I cut this out like this, and I'm gonna make it like in kind of like a label here.
Okay.
So
oh, it's cute.
I don't normally Mod Podge this way because I normally am doing the whole surface. So let's see. I'm going to do this. I'm going to just put it face down here and just get the back of it. Here's another really good trick, and I tried to do this before we were live, but I couldn't get the spacing right. But I've done this before, and it works so marvelously. If you ever have like a sheet of like like sticky paper, what's that called? Label paper.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you have a whole entire sheet of label paper, like it's just all one sheet. You can print one of these printables off on the label paper and stick the label on your whatever, and then Mod Podge over it, and it works brilliantly.
Yeah, but don't you need like a certain quality on those labels?
Yeah, I mean, the ones that I've used before work just fine.
Okay.
I used them on little tags. So I don't think it's really gonna matter because once you I have a laser printer, so I do want to just say that I use laser. So if you're using an inkjet, I don't know if there's any sort of, you know.
I think that the inkjets are, Kim, these are 5-inch. So I cut some 5-inch rounds. So it was who was it? Chris Keltner asked like if I would do some just plain old 5-inch rounds for that people could decorate for like this the signs, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do that. And so that was kind of where my part of the idea came from for tonight. Those little sign hangers, yeah. So
I'm just taking some deco art. This is marigold, and it just kind of matches some ribbon that I'm going to use, and it also just matches this yellow here. And I'm just going to paint this upper portion of my jar while this is drying. So the thing about the Mod Podge, like if you do it the way I do, a lot of people have issues with it bubbling when you're doing it. Number one, if you use thicker paper, you're not going to have that problem as much. And of course, if you use Amy's method, the ironing, I think that you don't really have that as much. But another thing is to just let it dry. Let it dry good before you put that top coat on, because if it gets too wet, that's when that bubbling occurs. So if your paper is thicker, it's going to, put more of a barrier between the Mod Podge and the top of the paper. So it's not going to bubble as much. And if you let it dry good before you put that top coat on, you're going to have a better time with it. So.
And then I'm going to do another mini sign with this little 4x4. And these are on my Amazon page too. They're just 4x4. And these stand up. I have some 4x4 wood signs you can do in my shop too. One is just a square and one is a frame. And they both have stands. But this one is from Amazon. So it just depends. Lois, I just put some decor wax on there. Or no, it was not decor wax. The sealer. The ultra matte sealer on top just to seal the top of the printable. But I put too much and it smeared a little bit right there. So we're going to try and cover it up.
Where do you so question, Amy, when you tell people it's in your link pop, I mean, obviously I know where that is located, but do you ever have people that don't know where you're talking about? Because I feel like whenever I say I have a link tree, like a website link tree.
It's the same thing.
In my about section on my Facebook, and my Amazon stuff is linked on there.
Yeah, but nobody ever can find that. Nobody ever finds that.
Yeah.
It's not on, it's so easy on like Instagram, because you're like, oh, it's like a link in bio, right?
Yeah.
Except no one ever knows.
On Facebook, it's hard to most people don't know where that is located, I feel like. I didn't know if you ever ran into that issue.
So yeah, Amy Humphreys is saying it would be cute to cut this out. I could turn this into a wood cutout, right? If I wanted to, but I didn't bring any. We're gonna do this. I think it would be super cute.
Yeah, I thought about doing that. I told you guys I had 500 different ideas. But one of them was those little pizza tins that you get at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes people will paint those as door hangers.
Oh yeah.
So could Mod Podge on one of those pretty well.
That would be really cute too.
I know mine looks crazy, but I promise it's gonna look cute. See, I'm using this and you probably can't even hear it.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's insane because I hear it. It's loud. Not loud, but it's pretty loud.
So I popped the link pop thing in the comments, but who knows where it is right now. It's just, no, wait, is mine link pop? What is mine? Yeah. linkpop.com/Amy and Art Designs. I mean, it's really tricky.
Thank you, Anita. She said the gold color looks really good with this black paper.
It does.
Yeah, it looks nice. And look, I got ribbon that's going to match it perfectly that I'm going to like ruffle right here like a little honey jar. I wish I would have had some fabric, some yellow fabric just to drape over the top, you know, just to look
I need a zip tie thing.
Little jar, but you know, that was an afterthought. Okay.
You know what? I wonder if this will go behind it. This might go behind it. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Make it bougie. Maybe we will. We'll see how it turns out. I know that's looking really cute.
I don't know. It'll look better once I do a few things. I think. I mean, I don't know. It's all inside my head right now, so never made this before. Sometimes things don't turn out how you have it pictured in your head.
I know, right? You've got an idea, but that doesn't mean that it works out the way you think it will.
Yeah, Amy, I think it's not Amy Green, but she said it does look like a label. Yeah, it looks pretty cute. And this
is cute.
It's just gonna look better, you know, once I, you know, cover it up. Another idea that I had, I'm just going to tell you all about all my ideas because I had so many, was because I have this 3-stack, feels weird when you can't see my face. I have this like 3-stack drawer of things.
That's how I felt the whole time last time. I kept going, hey.
Because it does, when you're looking at yourself, like it feels a little bit like you're talking to somebody, but when you're not looking at yourself,
you're not really sure what's going on.
But I have this 3-stack drawer situation over here with just all this stuff that I buy at Dollar Tree, thinking I'm gonna have time to do all these crafts. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. And I was like digging through there, just trying to get some ideas today. And I had these little plastic mason jars that I got at Dollar Tree. And so I was telling you guys about the label paper. If you could shrink it down to fit on just like a little label, let's say maybe this size right here, you could stick that label on one of those plastic jars on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And you could paint the inside yellow. And then you could put a piece of cloth to go over the top and then tie a string around it, and it would look like a honey jar. And you could use that for your tier tray stand.
Oh, yeah, that would be so cute.
Yeah. I was like so torn on as to what project to do. I was like, oh, but I decided, since I am a door hanger maker, that I would go with something that, you know, something along those lines.
So Leslie's asking about this ribbon. This I actually got at Walmart in the fall. It's
they have some sort of like that at Hobby Lobby, but the squares are just a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it's from and they also have it on Amazon, like mesh jute ribbon, but they don't have this exact pattern. I love this pattern. I bought a ton of it. I know no one's surprised. Because it was just so cute. And I used it on a lot of stuff. It looks really good on it because I made a lot of these fall door hangers, and I would loop it like, you know, like this. And it just gives another texture to the bow.
Tammy said they have that at Hobby Lobby. She used it on her Christmas tree.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I love it. It adds a really good, like, just a different texture to your bows.
Oh, Tammy says she's got it. Okay. Yeah, I love it. It's fun to work with. And it also, you can, if you want to do something boho-y, it looks really good. Or the other thing that looks really good, if you have like a beach or a sea theme, because it feels really open.
Y'all don't worry about the fireflies.
So, yeah, it looks great on Christmas trees. They're liking all of the ideas. So yeah, it's
y'all just ignore what I'm doing right now, okay? Because I had to pull this mason jar out of the sample closet because I didn't have time to cut one. And so the sides are blue. So I'm just coloring it with a marker to make it look like it's got those nice little lasered edges.
Because I didn't. Oh, I finally feel like I'm getting back to, it's a little frumpy maybe in the middle. Let me squeeze it. Okay. Yeah, I like the I like this ribbon.
Okay, so now that this is dry, you guys, before I put that top layer of Mod Podge on, I get a sander. Usually I use like my orbital sander out in the garage, but this works really good. It's just like a little kind of a palm sander. This is like a foamy squishy, so it's like super comfortable to like hold. And it's got like sandpaper that you can Velcro on and off. I do have this linked in Amazon, but I'm going to put a handout with all of these on there so you can find them easy. But it works really good if you're just doing something in your craft room, you know. So I take this and I just kind of I scrape down, and it just kind of gets these like an oblique kind of view, like it just you know, not here, but just this area. And
yeah, that's what I did on here too. I just went around the edges.
Yeah, it's really good because then you can Mod Podge on top of it, and you don't have this like paper that's gonna like pull and
it's not all funky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
I usually take the big electric, you know, the big sander out on mine, but obviously not going to do that on a live. And I'm usually doing like lots at once.
Okay, so people are saying they can get them at Lowe's, Home Depot. Okay.
Yeah, you can get these at, this one I actually got at Walmart. But then I found it on Amazon and linked it because a lot of people were asking me about it all the time.
Sometimes it just helps to see it too, you know?
Yes, that's what I like to do. I like to just see what it looks like so that I know if, you know, if I don't buy it on Amazon, I know when I go to a store, you know, you just have a visual of it.
Well, that's what I was telling them this morning. Like, if the Duraclear on Amazon for a little 2-ounce bottle is $8, like, don't buy that.
Yeah, I don't typically link paint on there because it's, that's what I tell people to know your prices, know about how much things are before you buy on Amazon, because sometimes things on Amazon are
free shipping. It's not really free.
Well, like sometimes they sell like one of these little things of deco art for like $5 or $6, and I know buy that. I can't. Like I just can't. But sometimes they will change the price on you. Like we'll link something for you guys, and it will be a good price. But then they, Joe said he could get them in his basement. They'll change the price on you, and we don't know that they changed the price. So I always, you know, be wary of the prices. Know the prices. My husband wouldn't even know how to even get on Facebook. My husband probably doesn't even follow my Facebook page, my business page.
I keep trying to make him an admin and he can't. So on my page, you have to like verify your identity before you're allowed to be an admin. So because of like, and so I think my bow is too big for this. I'm not really.
Yeah, I don't even think my husband even follows. Like he doesn't even get on Facebook ever. He's one of those like he's a lurker on Twitter. That's what he is. He just lurks and reads people's things, but he never does anything on there himself.
How do you keep your identity secret if you've gone viral? Like, I'm just really confused right now.
Exactly.
Come on.
Joe's he's got to protect himself.
Okay, so I'm going to just glue some jute on the back of this. This wood is too thin. You can't staple it because it'll, ribbon would look cute too. But my thin ribbon is in the back, so I'm just going to use jute. And then I just kind of figure out how long I want it. And this is a really light sign, so it's not a big deal, right? Then I just cut it and then I'll put that on after I do this.
I'm going to put my final layer of Mod Podge on here. So for the final layer, I use, because I'm complicated, I use just a big paintbrush because I like to kind of get those brush strokes on there because to me it makes it look more like it's painted a little bit, you know. So for the final coat, I don't use a roller because the roller kind of leaves a textured look. I don't necessarily want that.
And I'm just trying to get these glued on little things in the same place. I flipped it over. The middle is right there. And that way, it should hang relatively.
I see you didn't get your glue gun yet.
I do have it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's right. It's right over there.
What, the battery one or the?
No, yeah, but here's the deal with it is I want to make a YouTube video.
Oh, that's right. I heard you say that the other day.
Yeah, because I want to show people, because then if their glue gun dies, I can talk about the pros and the cons, and then I can say, hey, go, you know. I got the one with a little nozzle because I do little things. So I have another person that's an admin on there, Amy, but you're right. It's very important. And that's why I keep telling you, but it's actually Gretchen. And so, but I need to get Joe on there in case. Yeah, I know.
I have
We'll
my
have to sit down and do it during our weekly meeting. I'll have to get on there. He has to, so because my page has got a decent size following, they they're pretty secure because they don't want like someone who's inappropriate to have access to that, honestly. Yes, Anita, I designed the printables. It came from my own head. Yes, the 11-inch stand will fit in your monthly box, Lois. It will, and I can we can figure that out. It's not set up, that by itself isn't set up for free shipping, but we can figure that out. I got a Surebonder. Yeah, I think Amy answered. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like the bee printables. Have fun with those. Yeah, I'm going to let this dry. Okay, so this one I'm going to do, what do you guys think? I'm going to do a 4x4. Anybody have a preference which one I should do? So Jen did this one.
Oh, I love the one. Yes, I love that one. That's what I was going to use if I didn't use this. I mean, doesn't necessarily probably, yeah, you can put on around. Forget it.
No, I've got a square.
Oh.
Tammy, I made the printables. How do you get them? Right here on the screen, text the word B to 614-762-9621. And it'll come back to you automatically. So I'm going to paint the edges of this sign. Well, you guys have been crazy about the bees this year. Everyone's loving the bees. So that's why we did this. I did the bees. I'm glad you love the printable set. I love to make printables. I really do. It is a lot of fun for me. And I like it because I like how it works with what I love to do, which is tier trays, right? But I just love that it's like a simple way to add some fun decor and be creative at the same time without, you know. I use AI a lot of times. I use AI a lot. Adobe Illustrator. And
Oh,
I
good.
also
Pam
use
agreed with
Canva.
me on your.
Huh?
Pam agreed with which one you should do, which is the one you're doing.
Oh, okay.
That one.
So I did the Be Blessed on my round sign. So I'm going to do the Strong, Happy, Humble on my square sign.
Yeah, I loved that one. That one I really wanted to do, but then I thought this one was more like creative and just had more of a, just it would show you guys more stuff, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
So sometimes when you get these like wood signs, like this side's got one side that's lifting up, and I just put some of this, what is this stuff called? The Loctite in there to hold it down. I mean, they're just not perfect. It's wood. And a lot of times too with wood, the heat and it'll expand and contract a little. Yeah. So this block is a 4-inch, but you can get them in 4x4 and 5x5. And that's why I made the printables in 4x4 and 5x5. Because it is a special night. So Tammy, did you text the exact word BEE? If you text just BEE, it's got to exactly match, and you should get back a reply of the links with the printables. If you don't, let me know. This paint is this is actually Apple Barrel. It's King's Gold. It's probably pretty close to her Marigold.
Yeah, it is. I used to use that all the time at paint parties, and I think it's almost pretty much exactly the same color.
Okay, the biggest difference I think is going to be that yours. This I'm going to have to clamp later. I'll put it on the bottom. Yours probably has better coverage on the first coat.
Yeah.
I find like Apple Barrel does not have great first coat coverage.
Yellow's hard. Yellow never has good coverage, really. But yeah, the Deco Art, I used to use the Apple Barrel really until probably 2020. That's all I used, and it was fine. But the Deco Art for most colors, it's a little more expensive, but it covers a lot better. So you're going to pay more for it, but you're going to do less coats on it. So really, you're going to go through the same amount.
I think the same with folk art. I find that with folk art.
Yep.
Folk art covers really well too. Tanya's here. Hey, Tanya.
And you're always going to have certain colors just don't cover well, no matter what brand they are. Or some brands have kind of a color that just doesn't cover well, so just kind of test them out. But Apple Barrel does have some good colors that cover, pretty well, but kind of across the board. I have a painting membership, and so we do signs every month, and I don't want to tell people, get this color in Apple Barrel and get this color in Deco Art and this color in Folk Art. So I just use all Deco Art and tell them these are the colors that I use. They're all Deco Art, but you can, color match them and get different brands if you want.
I got a little bit of everything in my collection. Yeah, Lois said that she feels like it depends on the wood. I think it does. And if you have like a heavier wood grain or a darker wood grain, it definitely does show through a little more, and you need more.
Yeah, like your wood is probably just a tiny bit lighter than mine. Not much, but just it's a different color. So
well, and the other thing too is
differently.
It depends. Like some of the wood I've gotten lately, it has some more darker colorations to it, just for my laser. And I mean, it's a natural product. You're not going to get, if you're using like wood, you're not going to get the same color every time.
Yeah.
I have so much paint in different brands too. In fact, yeah.
I only just basically use Deco Art and that Waverly chalk paint. but that's only because
your membership.
Well, and like whenever I'm doing tutorials and stuff, where people are they want to use the exact same color that you use. So if you've gotten all these like random colors, I just found it's just harder to kind of be consistent with your colors across the board and know what colors to tell people. If you're using a different brand or a different kind, you might say, oh, I think that's whatever. And they may go get it and it may not be that exact color. And people kind of like to know the exact color, if that makes sense.
It does.
Like I can't keep up with what color I used unless I consistently use the same colors. You know, I won't remember.
So like when I picked colors for my Joyful Crafting Club last month, the tray, I was really going more for like a shade, and some of the lines, you just can't find it. You can't find like the shade that you want. And that's why I bought that one brand, because I wanted that green to match the paper really well. So yeah. But oops, let me just. So Jimmy says it'll be so cute on the sign she got for me. Yes, these are really cute. It will. Yep, I've got it.
I have this yellow ribbon, and I'm gonna try to like hot glue it kind of like this, where it's like kind of gathered. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Like, you know, if you were gonna sew it and it was like kind of pleated a little bit, you know, to make it look like, you know, like a ruffle basically right here. So I'm gonna kind of hot glue it like that, and then I'm gonna hot glue it right here across that border. So if y'all are wondering what I'm over here doing, that's it.
Well,
and who knows if
super cute.
Cute or not, but
it sounds cute. No, when I did the Mardi Gras sign, I could only find metallic colors that I liked, and they were almost all deco art. Yeah, because I didn't want glitter paint. I wanted like metallic paint.
Yeah, I don't know if like folk art has metallic and deco art has metallic, but I don't know that Apple Barrel has metallic.
But I never buy Apple Barrel, but I was unhappy with the yellow I was using on a sign, so I went and bought all the different yellow, because it's hard to tell sometimes in a bottle until you get it and look at it. So Tammy, you're not getting it. Tammy, send me a DM and just to my page, and just I'll just message you the links. No big deal. Yeah, if for some reason you're having trouble with the thing, message me, the download.
Yeah, Juanita, I love deco art paint. I do like folk art, but there's some folk art colors that I'm not a huge, like they don't cover well. But for the most part, consistently, I have found that since I've started using deco art, I don't have to buy paint hardly ever. And I paint all the time because they last so long, because you don't use a lot. And if I like pour paint like this on my little thing and I don't use it, I just get my paintbrush and like scrape it back into the bottle. It just lasts for, I have found that it lasts so much longer. But, you know, not everybody has, like Michael's carries deco art and Hobby Lobby, but, you know, like sometimes Walmart is way more convenient and closer and easier to go into.
I find the same thing with my folk art paints, so that they cover and last a long time.
Yeah.
And the honestly, the Hello Hobby paints from Walmart, those cover very chalk paint generally though.
Yeah, chalk paint's good. I always use chalk paint for orange, a lot of times for yellow, depending on what I'm doing, or what shade of yellow, and then white.
Right.
Like for if I'm coating a large surface.
Okay. You see, I did my nails today. We were talking about I have polka dots. Can you see the polka? You can't see the there.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Are they pink?
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna like them. Oh, Juanita, thank you. Juanita sent Tammy the links.
Oh, you're
Tammy,
so
I'm
awesome.
sorry you're still not feeling well. So let me tell you something about the outline, and I don't usually put an outline on my white printables, but sometimes people struggle to know where the border is, and so they're a little bigger on these than 4-inch because I didn't want your outline to show up on your work. Does that make sense? And so it's a smidge bigger than 4 inches, this and this on the line, just so that you have some play with that.
Yes, I do that too on my
That's close.
printables for my round attachments because it's hard to know where to center the design onto your wood if you don't have that circle.
Yeah, so that's why I did it. But speaking of, like, I'm almost finally to the bottom of these stupid whites. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back over with white because I don't like the yellows together. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but I sure didn't.
Okay, so I have a Sure Bonder, but mine is plug-in.
Mine is my neighbor's that she let me borrow. And I've got it. She has 3 and she doesn't craft. I was like, I told Joe that he's not allowed to call me a hoarder anymore because you have more. I only had 2. Speedy ate one and the other one died.
I used to have those tiny ones, like the ones that you're using.
Yeah.
For years, and then I asked for this for Christmas, or I just asked for a hot glue gun for Christmas one year, and that's what my family got me.
The Sure Bonder I got is like the precision nozzle.
Mm-hmm. I just don't use a hot glue gun really that often.
So when I'm making door hangers, I use them all the time because I hot glue and then staple it on the top because I don't put it through a hole like you do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that I have the big honkin' laser, I can cut my own.
You can.
Yes, I can. When I get it set up. Gabe came downstairs last night. So Gabe is my 6-year-old, if you don't know. And he came down and he looked at it. He goes, Mom, this is too big. We need to send it back. I was like, yeah, I mean, I kind of thought the same thing. So hold on. Someone said, Karen says she's really enjoying it. Thank you, Karen. Yay. I appreciate that. That's what we aim for.
Yeah, I think this is fun because it's just a little bit more entertaining than just, when you're by yourself. So for people watching or listening, it's just a little bit more entertaining, and you're just seeing really, because art is so, everybody does things differently. So there could be like 5 or 6 different ways to do one thing. And so it's really, I think it's kind of cool to watch simultaneously, 2 different people using 2 different methods, but how they both kind of come to the same, they both make a craft out of it. The end results are both cute, I guess.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate that.
So it's just a little more entertaining. And this is how me and Amy we live states apart. So this is how we can kind of hang out with each other.
Yeah, because we never talk.
Yeah, I mean, we talk all day long, but I'm seeing your face while we're talking. And it's really kind of cool because we have so many of the same people in both of our audiences. So it really becomes like this big, like, kind of friendship network, right? Yeah, like it's really like you're hanging out with the same people and everybody kind of gets to know each other. And it's really like, like a little party, but just on the
It's a party.
It's an internet party.
Sometimes we should do printables and we should like let them get them ahead of time and we can do it together. We can have like oh my gosh, that's what we should do for Cinco de Mayo. We should have a Cinco de Mayo crafting party.
Yes.
Who said, okay, if you want to come to our Cinco de Mayo crafting party.
Yeah, we decided this. When were we deciding this?
I don't know, but what kind of emoji do they need to drop? A beer emoji?
Drop a little, is there a little
something easy maybe. Just a smile.
A fruit.
Yeah. Or drop your favorite emoji below if you're gonna come to our Cinco de Mayo crafting party.
Just drop an emoji of any kind.
It's on Cinco de Mayo.
You're funny. It's on a Friday this year.
Yeah.
May 5th Friday.
We decided that when you were painting the fiesta.
Yes, that's right. Tuesday. Yeah, we can do, listen, yeah. And Amy and I we'll figure out our crafts ahead of time. We don't have long because this is like 2 weeks away, but we'll figure out ahead of time so that you guys, if you want to order a cutout or download the printables or whatever we decide to do, if you want to get the supplies, you can work along with us. And then we can just have everybody take pictures. Anybody got a sombrero they can wear?
Oh yeah, let's get dressed up.
Craft in our sombreros. Have a margarita.
I don't drink margarita.
We can have great fun. This is going to be great fun.
It is. Now what? Okay, I just turned it into a party. I know that it was just a crafting night.
We're coming to your houses.
Oh, Jimmy's got a taco. Look at this. Look at all the people going to our party.
Yeah, everybody wants to come to our Cinco de Mayo party.
Chris, Pam. Oh yeah, we got some fruit and some clapping. A taco and a hot pepper. Double tacos. A taco and a drink. Go Diane.
Lois is in. Right? That'll be fun. None of us have plans on Cinco de Mayo.
Lois, yeah. What does anyone do on Cinco de Mayo?
I'm grown up. I don't get to go out anymore, so we'll have.
But we were talking about this because I'm gonna get some chips and salsa. No, I can't eat salsa. Let me get some Mexican food. Joe, are you watching? Joe, you're on refreshment duty for Cinco de Mayo.
If y'all were close by, I could get my husband. He makes the best ever salsa verde. It's so good. Homemade. So good. I could literally just sit there and eat eat the whole bowl. It'll be fun. We'll think of something fun. We'll think of something fun that is like
I want to
easy people can do, like if you don't have, like if you just have the printable or whatever, but then also, if anybody wants to order like a cutout or what, we'll have a couple of different ideas.
Well, but I'm thinking too, maybe since it's short turnaround, we think about something that they could just pick up locally. Do you know what I mean? Because what is it?
Well, I have a really cute design. I'm thinking of doing like I can do a black and white template. And so if somebody wants the cutout, they can buy the cutout. But if they want to just use the black and white template, they can trace it on the brown paper. They can trace it on a canvas. They can, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be a wood cutout.
What's your template? Is it a Cinco de Mayo template thing?
I have a margarita cup, like a glass. That's one that I could do. It's like green. It's super cute. It's got like a little lime in it. I could do that, or, I could do some sort of whatever.
You want to do your template and then we could just do your template and then they can also
make a colored version of it. Like as a printable, if somebody wanted to do, and I'll give that, like if you want to Mod Podge it on something.
But you can also trace them like onto the wood, right? And then you could paint the wood. We could do that. Let me think what else we could do for Cinco de Mayo. We'll think about it.
A piñata. A sombrero. We should do a sombrero.
I'm going to get dressed up. What do you wear on Cinco? Okay, I did live in Texas for a long time, but
The only time I've ever celebrated Cinco de Mayo is when, like in my, I don't know, late 20s or in my 20s. I guess it was mid to late 20s. My dad and my stepmom used to, so my last name, my maiden last name was Sickle. And so they used to have a party on May 5th every year, and they called it Sickle de Mayo. And they would have like a big like party. My brothers and sisters' friends would come over. And so for years we did that every year, Sickle de Mayo. It was like a big fun, just whatever.
Oh, there's Maria.
I don't know what made them do that, but hey, Maria. You guys, if Little Maria's Crafts,
yes, oh my gosh, go follow her.
I know she's got some really cute, fun Fiesta Cinco de Mayo. Probably, so I think I've seen you post some, Maria, recently.
Oh my gosh,
so talented, you guys.
Okay, Maria, I do this to your work and just I take it and I blow it up and I look at how gorgeous that painting is. I mean, because it is like, it is amazing. It's a Little Maria's Crafts.
Yep.
Her painting.
Yes.
Oh, Jimmy wants kits with a taco sombrero and a drink. Okay. Let me see if I can find some maybe we could have like little mini taco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do a tier tray kit set.
We could do a couple different things and people can pick what they want, right?
Yep.
Maybe a mini set, like not
like a whole.
What's serape? What is that? Tell us, Maria, because I don't know.
Oh, that's that stripy kind of multicolored.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
My inspiration for my Let's Fiesta sign.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, that would be so fun. Just maybe a few mini little signs. Yeah, we'll come up with some fun stuff.
Okay, I'm going to incorporate this in here, but I got this at Dollar Tree.
Okay.
It's like this it's metal ribbon basically, but I want to tell you guys this. I used to use a version of this that you can get at Hobby Lobby. I just so happened to find this at the Dollar Tree though. If anybody ever makes like cute little pencils for teachers, then you put this over the gray part where the metal part of the pencil would be. So like this part. So if you did like a little pencil sign, say, you have the eraser, and then you could just put this on, if you did like wood, put this on the wood for the metal part. It's really cute. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And he's looking at me crazy, so I don't know if you're just reading comments or you're looking at me.
No, I'm sitting over here thinking, I think I take a Sharpie to that shit is what I think. I just take my silver Sharpie and I go after it. So
yeah, but this adds just an element of dimension.
Yeah, it's
whatever.
Cute. But
I saw somebody post that they got this at Dollar Tree, so whenever I happened to be in Dollar Tree. No, I happened to pass by it in Dollar Tree, and I was like, oh, I'll grab some of that.
Oh yeah. So I just got a huge laser Maria. Yeah, it's so fun. But your stuff is, I can't paint like that. Yeah, Jen does have the mixed media. Jen's over there killing it with the mixed media.
I'm doing all kinds of things over here.
You guys all hail this woman because I sent her this stuff at 4:00 today. We kind of are supposed to have our stuff together earlier and at least have an idea. But I think she gave me lots of great
stuff. Last Tuesday, she was asking me, do you have that stuff yet? I need my stuff. But yet she gets it to me on Friday.
I had the week from where. Like I had a rough week. And so
I think really good under pressure, and I tend to do better when I don't have a lot of time, because when I have too much time, I overthink everything. And I'm like, oh, I could do this, or should I do this? When I know, like, okay, you got 30 minutes to figure it out, then it makes decision making very easy.
Well, and you do hoard scrapbook paper, so let's just.
I do.
I don't buy a lot of scrapbook paper. Okay, I'm just doing my ends, like Jen was talking about, the edges to sand it off. That's what I'm doing right now, to get the paper so it's nice and even.
I'm getting my jumbo. Isn't that marker people who love markers. Isn't this just, it's so lovely. It's just like the biggest jumbo-iest. But because I pulled this out of my sample closet, I'm just gonna take and do this with the marker along the sides, and then we can just pretend like it was lasered, but it's not.
Okay.
You know.
So you had to cut wood with, yeah. What is she? You had to cut wood with, what, I don't know. So the big laser, I haven't used it yet. Okay, I do have a question why everybody is sitting here. I'm gonna redo this wall behind me. I'm still gonna have everybody's names up, and I know that's still a work in progress. But
yeah, we've heard that before.
Girl, it takes a lot of time. I need to just come live and finish the names. Well, people keep coming. It's so great.
I know, it's such a bad problem to have.
It's such a great problem. I know. Well, I went from cutting names to cutting trays.
I was so stressed out when I had my group. I was like, I gotta go live because I gotta add those people's names to my book. I feel bad. Like it haunted me.
I know. So here's my question. I was thinking about doing like shiplap back here or like faux brick, because I really like that white brick that I take pictures with. But I want to be able to like hang more stuff up. Like I love my, what is that thing called? The pegboard, but it kind of obstructs. I need something so I can display my stuff better, I think. What do you guys think?
I like the bricks, either one, I like shiplap too, but I love the way the bricks always look.
Leslie bought a Cricut maker.
You did, Leslie?
Oh, you caved. She caved.
That's why you were asking me what I used.
She caved. She said that if she made the book stacks, it would be more expensive. She'd have to get a make. Good, Leslie. I know.
You deserve that, Leslie.
You do, girl. You work hard. So you guys are liking the brick. I know. I kind of, because I take all my pictures on the brick with that gray like weathered wood. I really like the brick. I see some people are like, Lois likes the shiplap. We're kind of mixed.
I'll see what you do, and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do in my next space. I thought I had a cute setup whenever I purchased this stuff, but it just looks very busy, hard.
Well, the more stuff I make, like I want people to be able to see it, and I want, but what the problem is that it just I need this shot. Is that I noticed like that the pegboard clutters the stuff that I make, and I can't get good pictures back there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's sort of, I'll do this. What happens, like I had these two shelves here and I was going to like display stuff, but then whenever I have this stuff here, even though with your eyeballs, it's very neat and organized, but on camera, it just looks very cluttered. Never mind my Let's Fiesta sign.
Yeah, but you're working. I mean, but it looks like you work in your space. I'll say that that's true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I work at that. I use that. It's a functional pegboard. It holds all my tools. It just looks like, I just feel like the stuff I make can't get displayed because of the pegboard. I guess I could hang.
Yeah, it's just because the pegboard's in the middle of the screen, and that's where your head is. Like if it were like scooted over.
Yeah, there's not that much hoopla space back there. I've got to get the laser over here this weekend and figure out where everything's going to go. Oh. So I know she's killing it with that sign, isn't she?
I told y'all it was going to be cute.
I know. I just went for like the basic mini signs, but I did
so much stuff. I have so much things. Like I have a whole closet full of ribbon. Like I just got I had bee ribbon because we did a bee sign in my painting group in January. So I think January. So I had bee ribbons. I was like, I got so many options.
Everybody's saying brick. I know. I like the brick too because it's kind of like, yeah, I think that's kind of what I was feeling like. I know this.
I like brick too. The only thing that I worry about with brick is that sometimes it can look busy just because it's a lot of like
stuff.
Yeah. But I think if you like display things like it will look good. I'm gonna decide where.
I'm trying to get some of this yellow. So I painted this white over the yellow, and the yellow was like not the right match. So I'm just kind of trying to get some of it to show through. I should have Vaselined it, girls. I've been using the Vaseline a lot, and it works really well. I'm making it.
Okay, so I told you I didn't know the Vaseline for that crackle method, but I did used to like a long time ago when I first started my business. So this is like back in 2014. I had Vaseline. I actually have some in here, and people were using it on their like the rustic signs. All that was popular, and so they would try to mimic the old fence wood or whatever, and so they would put like Vaseline just kind of on sporadic different parts of the board and then paint it, and then the Vaseline prevents the paint from adhering, and then they'd wipe it off so it looked like it had like distressed spots on it.
That's what we did with the birdhouses.
Yeah.
See the birdhouses, same thing. Yeah.
So I did used to do that, and then I bought these wax like crayons one time. Like, we just buy things, right? Like I'm in a Hobby Lobby and I see wax crayons and I'm like, ooh, I wonder if I could use those to like, write to prevent the paint from adhering, just like the Vaseline. But they're still hanging out here somewhere. I've never used them.
Slat wall. Cassie, what's aquaphor. I mean just like a petroleum based something.
Oh, aquaphor. Yeah, that's a good idea, Leslie.
What's slat wall, Cassie? I'm thinking like peel and stick.
I think like a slat, like wood slats. Yeah. I think she's just meaning like shiplap.
Yeah, we're not putting real shiplap. It's going to be peel and stick wallpaper. Let's just get honest about that. Oh, this is so cute.
This is fun. Like I have so much fun on these Facebook lives where like on my Tuesday lives and on these with you that I can just like have fun and be creative, because I think as makers, like we're always like having to make things with the thought of, making it for something to sell or, giving it, but we never really just get to play and have fun and just be creative. And, so it's fun for that reason also.
So you guys, what Jen's talking about that. Jen does a live every week, 10 a.m.
10 on Tuesdays.
10 a.m. Central. 11 a.m. Eastern. I do a live at 11 a.m. on Fridays.
We have to coordinate our times.
I know. When I started the Joyful Crafting Club, I was like, hold on, let me drop some links. I was like, Jen, tell me when you go live.
What days are off the table? Because we try to we try to go and be there for each other's lives if we can,
Well, and I don't want to do it when here. They're in my Amazon shop right there. Leslie. Can I reply? So, right there.
I should have got some of my bee ribbon.
So, Anita, next time we're having a Cinco de Mayo party. Everyone come dressed. Legitimately, I'm getting
Please be dressed.
I'm Wait, remember that?
I mean, you don't have to come dressed because we won't see you.
Remember the 10 commandments of Zoom? It was like, thou shalt not carry thy computer into thy bathroom.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not sit under a spinning fan lest someone have a stroke. Thou shalt not change thy clothes. Anyway, but on the May the 5th, we decided we're going to do a Cinco de Mayo crafting party. I was going to say, come dressed in Cinco de Mayo garb. I'm going to look on Amazon for some Cinco de Mayo stuff. Maybe I'll get Joe to come play the guitar.
Oh, he can put a mustache on and come play the guitar.
What he is like, make sure you have on clothes.
Yeah, we need to make sure we have our clothes on.
Oh gosh, help us. So if you want these printables, y'all, you can text the word B to that number. I know Tammy is she's been sick for a week. Oh, okay. I'm just going real quick over this in light to seal it. This is the Ultra Matte DuraClear. Look at this. Everybody's got a B tray. Now you don't have to.
So do you use that instead of Mod Podge?
Yeah, I don't like to seal it with the Mod Podge. Why? Because the Mod Podge, it's so yeah, we will have a supply list. It's going to be a very quick turnaround, but we'll have some options, So, and then y'all can craft with us, and it'll be like we're going to have a Cinco de Mayo party. So because I don't like to seal it with the Mod Podge. One, it can get like sticky sometimes. Two, if it bubbles, you can't iron it back down. Like if this would bubble now, once my DuraClear dries, right? I can take my parchment paper and pop it with my little craft iron, and it'll flatten right out. And I really like that, especially when I'm working on flat signs that I don't want the bubbles.
I think like for me, my bubbles disappear after a while. Like yes. I had one over here and I was like, oh, I must have not got Mod Podge under this, like on a piece right here, but it's gone now.
There we go. So I'm not doing anything else to this. This is done. These are so quick and simple. This is a 4x4. I have some in my shop too. They're different than this though. They're like on a stand, but this is 4x4 from Amazon, and you have to buy them in a pack. I've looked like locally to find them just to get one offer, and I can't, which is why I put them in my store because. Okay, so I think
that small.
Huh?
I haven't seen them that small, like with the like framed kind of the
you have to, these 4x4s you have to get on Amazon.
I got like 4x4 coasters at Walmart, but they're flat. I mean, they're not super flat, but they're kind of flat.
It's like a 1 inch.
Oh yeah, that's thicker. But I did, let me look.
And it stands by itself. That's the other reason I like it.
But
you have to buy them in like packs of.
Yeah, like I got this at Walmart. It's a pack of 4, and they're like,
Yeah, but they don't.
But they don't stand up.
And that's why I made them in my shop so that you can make them stand up.
Yeah, the standing up is very important for like tier trays and stuff.
Yeah, and the other thing too is like the price on these kept going up and up and up. Yeah, they're great. This is a 4x4 from Amazon. You can get them in a 5x5 too. Okay, Tracy has slat wall, is what Cassie's saying. Okay, I know what that is. I know what Tracy's got. I'm gonna trim this a little bit because I don't like it. All right. So we've got this. I mean, I've just like taken a gazillion hours to make these little mini signs because I knew yours was going to take a little longer than mine. Just like dragging it out.
Over yours, I was like, oh, great. She's going to be done in like 15 minutes and we'll be working forever.
Okay. Maria wants to know what we do with the stuff we make. Okay. So
mine's all piled up right in here and in the other closet, and it's everywhere. And sometimes I give it to like my mother-in-law, or sometimes I donate it to like school fundraisers. Sometimes, like, you know, if my kids or if anybody asks for that, I'll do that.
I do it, and sometimes I give it away with my joyful jar. I'll ship it out to someone who's watching something I've made. I'll ship it out. I have a duplicate set from last month because we usually have to make two. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I list them on my I used to list them on Etsy, my Amazon shop. Do you find my Amazon shop? This is it. This is mine. Jen, do you have? This is mine.
Amazon? Is that what you're asking?
That's my Amazon. What's yours? I just dropped my Amazon again.
Yeah, I'll get mine.
Jen will get hers and drop it.
I think it's, hang on.
Stickwood. No, what is stickwood? I have no idea what stickwood is. So I know, of course, Stacy, she's got all of those tricks, the decorating tricks. That girl. She just so Maria, the other thing, do you have an Etsy shop? Do you sell all your finished products? Because I think you do. When I made it, I used to sell my sample. When on Etsy, I would just sell the sample. I've also, like, on a live made something. Like if I'm doing it, like I did this with the snowman. And I could have done it with this sign. I don't know why I didn't do it with that. The Be Kind sign. I told him, hey, at 8 o'clock tonight, this will be up on my Etsy shop. So if you want it, my Etsy shop's on vacation. We're moving all over to Shopify. That's a whole nother thing. But if you want it, it'll be live at 8. And someone always bought it.
Yeah, I need to do that. I just, here I'm posting my Amazon.
But I also like to have it back here to display because I do the wood cutouts, and then, you know, you guys can see what it looks like. And then, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I have 2 of everything because of my membership. So I have, like, I'm just right here looking at like 4 different months, and there's like 2. And I really should take the time to list them on Etsy or on my online shop, but I don't want to. I get lazy, and I don't. But it's not really that I get lazy. It's just that there's other things that I need to do. But I need to, because I have stacks of signs over here. I've got a closet with stacks of signs in it. Look, this is a painting tutorial I did back in 2020 on YouTube, and that just it was still in that closet, like, because I don't know. Occasionally I'll have like a vendor show or so. I don't do those very often, but sometimes like once a year I might do one, and so then I'll just take all the signs. That's kind of nice because it's like, oh, I already have signs ready to go. But I need to be better at listing them. I think I'm gonna have, for me personally, I think I'm gonna have a live sample sale coming up, because we're gonna
that's a good idea
moving this summer, and I need to get rid of this. I need to, like, I'm not packing that up and moving it with me.
You know what?
That's just a live sample sale, you know?
I should do that. I should do a live sample sale and just like whatever, when I'm done with them, moving on.
Yeah.
Like I'm about done with this.
Sell them for a little bit less, just to kind of, you know, get them sold because, you know, some of them might be like the wrong season, you know.
Yeah. Well, like the Hello Spring set right there, I'm pretty much like that's been up for a while. So look, oh my God, look how cute that is.
Oh, that's cute.
Tippy.
I love that. I want to get one of those things.
Look, Chris. Is Chris still here? That's cute. I can take my hands off now because I'm done crafting. I can remove myself from the stream. Did you do your bow?
Yeah, I'm done.
Let's see.
Here's my cute.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cute?
It's very cute.
Oh.
Very cute.
Yay. It's always fantastic when a vision comes to life and it actually looks like what you were thinking in your head. Because it doesn't always happen that way.
It's very cute. Oh my gosh. I love seeing my printable on your sign.
I know. Cute, huh?
And then here's, I just put this one on block, but that's like a cute little.
I love that one so much.
Extra for just popping in your tray. And then, so Chris, like just with the wood rounds, if you want to hang something, I just want to show you one idea. Like you get a printable, you would do scrapbook paper like she did, like Jen did, and put something on top. So but I know you guys have been loving the bee stuff lately.
Yeah, we did a really cute bee sign in my painting group in January, and everybody loved it. I've been seeing lots of bees, lots and lots of bees. Okay, so we need to do.
Good God, so we've been on here for 2 hours.
An hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes.
It doesn't feel like it.
So I know it doesn't. Yeah, so I'm going to be listing this size mason jar, full size mason jar, but I also have these mason jar attachments is what I use on my attachment signs. And that's what I was originally going to do because these printables, you know, like this is the size that came. And so that would be perfect for that. So you can do it on any size. I do know that I will have these cutouts on my site, but also I do know that Hobby Lobby did have these for like a crazy good price. So if you're near a Hobby Lobby, check them out. It was like $4 or something like for this size. Like it was like, I can't cut them out for that cost. So
no, the wood is more than $4.
Yeah. Like I can't compete with that. And I'm never going to tell you guys to go get something from me knowing that it's less expensive somewhere else. Like I can't, that's not who I am. I wouldn't never do that. But some people they don't have a Hobby Lobby or they're not around a Hobby Lobby or whatever. So, but yeah, we got things to give away and I did.
So wait, what I got to tell you, last time after the live, Jen was sending me these outtakes. She would take like part of it. And this one time she was going on forever and ever, and I was over here going like this. I was like,
I need to make it real because Amy was like this. She was like making these faces. She's like, it was like, you know, little kids when they kind of when they're like your mom's video and they're like this, like they'll stick their hand out, or like Abby will be in here and you don't see your head, but you see this.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
Totally lost in the moment, just like watching. That's what Amy was. She was like this. And I was like, I guess I was talking too long. And what else did you do? You did something else. Oh, your face. You made a face. You're like, oh, I zoomed in on the camera and you looked. It was far away, and I zoomed in like this when she wasn't looking, and she looked up and she's like, whoa, anyway, it was hilarious. I was in my bed at, I don't even know what time it was, 11 o'clock at night, just laughing so hard I was crying, and my husband's looking at me like I'm a weirdo. And I can't wait till Amy gets up in the morning so she sees me.
She only picked the ones where I looked weird. There was not one outtake where she looked stupid.
Well, I didn't even watch the rest of it. I'm sure there's lots of them. I'm trying to pick mine out that look like that.
Joan, I just dropped the link to this. I have it in this size, like the 11-inch. And then I have it in like an 18-inch. That's what this one is in. So this one is bigger, and it's just a DIY kit, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, this takes a lot of wood to cut this thing out. I mean, because it's
it's layered.
Yeah, it's all these parts and pieces, but it's really a very sturdy.
That's what I want.
It's very beautiful, and you can do it in any color. Like I did this one in black, but I'm going to do them in some other colors.
I wonder if they make a big one like that.
Yeah.
I have one on my porch, but it's like a little, like, you know, like a spindle, kind of bigger. Like, it's nice to hang. Like, some of my customers will get their door hangers and like put on their fireplace and hang.
Amy Humphreys wants us to hold of our stuff so she can take a picture. I think I lost the competition.
No, whatever.
Did you get the picture, Amy? Hold on.
I think we're yeah.
I think we're good.
There's a delay, so we're just gonna be smiling for years.
Oh, you need one to display a 20-inch door hanger. So
yeah,
you know what I think for a 20-inch door hanger, Maria? What about like an adjustable wreath holder?
Those work okay, but they are not tall enough because I have one. But Maria, get a I'll send you a picture, Maria. I have some customers that make them, but I have one on my front porch that I actually got like an antique store or something. But basically get like a wooden, like square block. So, you know, if you go to Home Depot where they make all the deck stuff, like in that department, they have these like huge, like square, like posts. You can get one of those and put it on a block, and then get like a knob or something, like a door pull
or J-hook.
Yeah, and then kind of get a decorative piece to put on the top, and you can make, because it needs to be heavy and sturdy enough to hold the door hanger. Those work really good, and they're really cute. I have one on my front porch.
When my bigger machine's running, I'm going to try and make a bigger one. But yeah, that if you, especially like with those, the weight of that wood, this is the purpose of this is more of like an indoor, a lighter sign.
Yeah. Yeah, and the only reason I haven't ever made them is because I don't want to ship those. And I know if I make them, people are going to want to buy them. I'm going to have to ship them. So I just don't want to do, because they're so heavy and whatever. But
okay,
they work really good.
So look, before we go, everyone set a reminder in your phone for the Cinco de Mayo party.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we'll get the stuff to you guys. Oh, I need to pick some
names.
What Happy Meal we say, Happy Meal winner. So I have this because this little bumblebee scrapbook I got like in a big giant pack, and I got it a couple years ago. And I do have one sheet out, and so I got some coordinating colors here. And I thought I would pick a winner, and somebody can. I'll mail these scrapbook sheets to you. And here's another use that I did with that scrapbook paper here, like the little bee on the little house block. And it was super cute for a tier tray. That's really cute. So, Amy, what do? You just randomly scroll?
I just randomly, I don't look at it, and I drop on something.
I'm not looking. And where's my little thing? Okay.
Don't pick me.
Kim Carroll.
Okay, Kim.
Yay! I'm gonna put sticky notes on this so that I know who gets what.
I know, Jimmy. I owe you. I've got houses for Jimmy on my list, and then I've got the barn animals for many of you on barn animals. So Kim, if you will message me, DM me your address so I can get these to you, I will. And then I thought maybe, do y'all want stuff to make, or do you want, like, do you want me to do this one?
as a little prize? Because really, these are things that I made on Facebook Live that are sitting around, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the next person is going to get this right here. So I know, right? Oh, Amy Humphreys.
Woo!
So Amy, you sent me
Amy.
your address.
Oh, Cassie, yeah, we're having a Cinco de Mayo party. May 5th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m.
And your sombrero and your craft project. We
dress up. Everyone dress up. We want you to like post pictures of yourself dressed in your Cinco de Mayo garb.
Yes, and we can do prizes for whoever does that. We'll come up with some kind of a contest.
Yeah.
Where we'll give, maybe you'll get your name. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know. Okay, so one more winner, and I'm gonna do one of these.
Started.
And I do have.
So yeah,
I do have some. I know. I have to be quiet because I always promise way too much stuff, and I'm like, what was I thinking? Like I get so excited in the moment. I'm like,
yeah, but no, anyone who dresses up, how about they definitely go into a drawing? Who dresses up, posts a picture. You have to tag us so we can find you.
Or do a half. Well, yeah.
Some kind of Mexican theme. I mean, you could even hold a bag of tortillas. And salsa, going to the Cinco Mayo party.
Yeah. Or you can hold up one of our printables, whatever we decide to do. About to go craft at my Cinco de Mayo party. Okay, so I'm going to...
You can hold it in front of your face.
I'm going to draw a winner for this. And I do still have a piece of scrapbook paper that will fit on this. So I'll send it with this also. Okay, so not looking. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. Telling myself, Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy. Woo!
You're the next winner on the Price is Right.
Come on down, Jimmy.
Come on down. Okay, why? Okay, so Jimmy, send me your address. I'm sure Amy has it, so
But send it to Jen. Yeah, send Jen your address. I've got it. But
yeah, and we'll use my Let's Fiesta poster as our little background. Maybe
if the Dollar Treat has any like Cinco de Mayo. See, up here they don't do Cinco de Mayo. Up here they do the Kentucky Derby, which I'm not.
I'm not fancy enough to go to that.
I don't really. Someone invited me to a party, and I was like, I'm not really sure I understand what I'm supposed to do for that. So could you please explain?
You're supposed to wear a cute dress and a big hat.
Yeah, Joan. Yeah, you know what, hun? I'm sure it added shipping. I'll just refund it. Joan.
Okay, yeah, we'll get together and figure out all the ins and outs. All you guys need to know right now is just to mark it on your calendar so you don't make plans. And because there's no party like our party, okay?
And you have to have some kind of, to be entered in one of the drawings, you have to have some kind of Cinco de Mayo thing, selfie-ish. And Cassie, you're allowed to hold it over your face. Posted on your page and tag us that you're coming to our party.
Yep.
That's part of it.
Yep. Spread the.
I'm going to do it too. Look, I'm going to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, everyone who won. Cinco de Mayo is Friday this year, Maria.
So I think it's like in 2 weeks from now, right?
We've promised. Okay.
We need Cinco de Mayo red aspen nails.
Do they make those?
Probably not. But we could make our own. We could do like multicolor.
Okay.
But I need to redo my nails.
You're just saying that because you're my nail person. You're my nail dealer. All right. Okay, we which Kim won?
Kim Carroll.
Oh, Kim Carroll out at the lake. She lives like 40 minutes from me.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ladies. My small people are still running around upstairs, which I know it's not Joe's fault. They just do not like to go to sleep unless I'm up there.
Sometimes I sit in here until I know it's time for bed so that I don't have to. Listen, I got to tell y'all a funny story real quick. one of my good friends I used to do paint parties all the time at people's houses. And one of my good friends helped me. And so she was kind of like, it was like if me and Amy were doing a paint party together, right? Like, so we would do like these paint parties like for a week, and we would just have so much fun and just, whatever. But she had 4 kids. And so she was a stay-at-home mom. And so this was like her like way to get out of the house or whatever. Like, she's like, I don't even care. Like, obviously I paid her, but she was like, even if you didn't pay me, I'd still go, just, if anybody's ever been a stay-at-home mom, you want to get out of the house. So sometimes when we would come home from the paint parties and I would be like dropping her off at her house, like she would like be like drive around the block a couple more times. Like she would see the lights on in her like kids' rooms, and she would be like, I gotta wait till I go to bed. Like, I can't go home. And then one time I dropped her off and she actually like got in her van and like went to the store or something.
The other problem is though, if you get home, and if I get home when like Joe's when they're almost asleep, like he'll text me and be like, do not come upstairs, because then they're up and running around.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, we had fun crafting with you guys too. Thank you so much for coming. There is more to come.
Oh yes, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Well, we'll see.
You know what else we should do? We should have a self-care night where like we do those masks and then leave them on while we craft. That would be fun.
Yeah, well, we have to have the masks on while we craft. I don't like that idea.
Wouldn't that be creepy?
No, yeah, we'll look like the masked people. Like one time when Abby was little, I put one of those masks on, and like the one that sticks to your skin and you pull off. And that's kind of mean, but she was like 2, and I was like, look, Abby, like, I was like, ah, she like freaked out. It was funny though. I thought it was funny.
All right, ladies, have a great night. We will chat with y'all soon. And thank you for hanging out with us, and see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Sweet dreams, everybody.